wanted to make this for a while, so get ready with me while I tell you about my upbringing and how I got started on social media. Okay, where do I even begin? So we'll start from the very top. I grew up with divorced parents. My parents have been divorced forever. My siblings and I went back and forth equally, but it was like almost very different lives. At the time, my dad, he was comfortable, like financially. My mom's, it was a little bit different. She wasn't as comfortable. I was no stranger to like our phones getting shut off or like the water. That's why I'm so thankful for everything I'm able to afford now, because I did not always grow up with that luxury. So proud of my mom though. She did go back to school and she became a registered nurse. She lives very comfortably. She's remarried. But anyway, growing up like that, I feel like made me realize like what's really important and just like to be thankful. So anyway, as soon as I turned 16, I was immediately, expected to get a job. Also did not have a car. I had to wait until either I could afford one or grandma was gonna pass down one. I got my first job. I worked at a place called Taco Time. It is not like Taco Bell. It's like a step up from Taco Bell. For getting my first paycheck and being like, oh my gosh, I'm rich. I would buy like energy drinks for my friends because I was like, guys, look, I can buy you a cup of coffee. But yeah, I remember being so excited, like having a job, being able to pay for things. Fast forward a little bit, I saved up money and I was able to get my first car. I started creating content at this time. So you guys might remember her. That was the good old Jetta. Started creating my little car TikToks with that car. So some of you OGs might have seen that. Literally such a fun first car. I loved it. I thought she was the best car in the world. I guess I skipped a chapter. When I graduated high school, I did go to the University of Arizona. I only was there for like half a year, like literally like 6 months. The out-of-state tuition wasn't very affordable for me. It was very expensive. I thought the college experience would be worth it to pay that much. And then I quickly realized, no, I don't want to do this. So I moved back at the end of the semester and then I did community college. I was going to school for my RN to be a nurse. At this point, I was working at Taco Time and I was also working at Starbucks. So I was working almost 2 full-time jobs and going to school. So I would open at Starbucks. And so that was what, 4 in the morning, I think. So I'd work 4 to 12 and then I'd go home and I would take a nap and then I would go to Taco Time at 3 p.m. and I would close. So I'd be there from 3 to 10. I was exhausted, but that was the only way I could pay my bills. That's the only way I could save money. It was rough, not gonna lie. It was definitely rough. And that's when I started doing TikToks too. So I was just like, I know some of you guys follow me that still follow me back then, because I'll see comments every now and then that's like, whatever happened to her nursing? My TikTok started to get some followers and, engagement when I was still in school. And a lot of you might remember me making those like get ready with me to study videos. I did finish all of my prereqs and then I decided like, okay, I'm gonna take a little break just to see if I can like make this TikTok thing last a little longer. I was making some income on it. That's why I was like, okay, I'll be okay if I take a little break from school. But I did still have both jobs. The thing that really changed everything was that video of me restocking my mini fridge. You might remember that video, but I restocked. I think it was the first time I ever posted one of those restocking videos and it just like blew up. I gained so many followers from that and they just loved that kind of organizing ASMR content. But really that's how my niche got started too, was like, that's why people followed me. So I stuck with it for so long because I loved doing it for one, but that's like what people liked watching. Still didn't quit my jobs yet just because, I don't know, that's kind of a big thing. We're getting my first couple brand deals. I think they were like for $100 and I was like so stoked. So shortly after, I ended up making more on social media than I was working. I was still like terrified to quit though. Started working a little bit less just so I could have focus to like do all my videos, make my content. Fast forward a little bit, at 21st birthday, I think that was around the time where I put in my 2 weeks notice. I wanted to like focus on this like full time. So that was in May, and then around August is when Bradley and I got our first apartment and I like did all the videos on that. Like I remember being so excited to finally have like my entire own space to organize. I literally was only doing my like ASMR type videos. I had never like talked in front of the camera really. I was like, I'm not built for this. So it took me quite a while to come in front of the camera, as you know. So glad I did, because I feel like I have way more personal connection with my audience, and instead of just like a bunch of followers, I feel like I'm building a like community. Wow, my voice. It might have taken quite a while, but I'm glad we're here now. But yeah, that's my little story. I just don't think I've ever talked about really my life before social media, so I just wanted to do a little rundown. But I am so grateful to be where I am today. Would not be here without you guys. You guys completely changed my life, and I literally couldn't be more thankful. So thanks for listening to my little story. I love you guys. Have the best day.